A look into a book with Balanagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.
Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaste, Namaskar, good evening and welcome to a look into a book with Balanagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss on Radio Udaan's Light of Life. Dear all, here comes your Balanagendran live from Chennai with your treasure in your treasure hunt show, a look into a book which is surely an excavation for eternal bliss. Here we are, 28th episode of our hunt towards the bliss that will take us beyond the path that has been determined for us, the so-called fate. Here comes the path that makes us to turn ourselves from the world of stress to the world of bliss. I have come here today by considering your ideas. I have come here today with your appeal, and I have come here today with your suggestion to continue. We are going to witness in the 60 minutes on Radio Udaan, the master of infotainment, the continuation of what we have been calling it as a journey of adventure given by our Indian ancestor, compiled by our Indian legend. We are going to witness more exciting, emphatic and enthusiastic informations coupled with experiments. Open your notepad and be ready with me to travel in your 1 hour in this research lab, where we are going to travel with a conceptual experimentation of what has been given by our Indian ancestors to the world. Vedic Man's episode 3. Before delving into my proceedings, I must thank you all for the support that you have been giving to the show, and I must send the token of gratitude to each and every one of you who are listening and who are suggesting ideas, comments and valid suggestions whenever required. And thanks for your suggestions during the transmission that we have held during the Silver Jubilee episode. And I assure you again that it will surely be incorporated in coming weeks. As of now, as the arena of the country open towards the competitive exams, I hereby received many requests to enlighten what our Indian legends have contributed to the world of mathematics. It is my duty to summarize what have been discussed last week. As we have been discussing variable multiplications and divisible rules, we have seen one important formula that will be useful, that is last from 10 and the rest from 9. In other words, we can put it like this as all from 9 but the last from 10. Whatever you want, the systematic application of the principle is identical. Either if you do last from 10 and the rest from 9, or all from 9 and the last from 10, both stands identical, similar, and without difference. While concluding, we have seen the skeletal form of cube roots. I mean, I have given you a hint, a skeleton of an immaculate principle given by our Vedic scripts to the world. It is a microsecond process, as I have been saying since day one of this Vedic Maths episode. But what we need to do, undoubtedly we need to work. In between, I have received some apprehensions from the listeners, you, that the explanations or the deliberation of the methodologies seems little tedious. Undoubtedly, the methods, the principles, the process, and the applications mentioned in the book called Vedic Mathematics are tedious, provided that if you are not working consistently. Nothing is easier to a lazy person, and nothing is difficult to the actor. So it's your choice. You have to practice day in and day out. Practice makes it perfect. So practice it consistently, work it out. You need not sit and allow a time for these principles to come in handy. You can do it while eating. You can do it while chatting. You can do it while sitting and watching the fire-cracking T20 match. This is how the Vedic mathematics works. No need of paper, pen, any gadgets except your brain and mind. Let's begin ourselves of excavation for our eternal bliss in our show, a look into a book on Radio Udaan, a flight of life. Today, Vedic Maths episode 3 with Balanagendran.
आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो उड़ान, फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ।
A look into a book with Balanagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.
Yes, friends, and it is my duty to mention that if you feel that you couldn't memorize by listening to this, there is another solution given by our Radio Udaan, that is Request Archive. Type in your address bar www.radioudaan.com, radioudaan.com, where you can find link calling Request Archive, where you can submit, and the link will be provided to you where you can download and listen to the show which you want to listen. For example, if you couldn't recollect what is being said today, you can request archive and the file will be yours. Keep enjoying Radio on a flight of life. I have come here with a Vedic Maths technique today with an adventurous principles that's going to make us feel sensational in the life of numbers and space. Let's begin from the incompleted work of last week. What we have done. How to find the cube roots of a number. For instance, if a number is a perfect cube, how to find cube root of a number? The Western and perhaps I can put it in this way, as the contemporary coupled with the modern mathematics techniques taught us write a bracket in between, that is the reciprocate bracket, and at the left side and at the top write the quotient, at the bottom write the remainder, take down, again write the quotient at the top and the left, and write the remainder at the bottom. Continue until you fulfill. While saying this, I have spent more than 10 seconds. But friends, believe me, if you know this Vedic maths techniques, 5 seconds, just 5 seconds are enough to find the cube root of a perfect cube. I repeat, cube root of a perfect cube. That's what we are going to witness today. But in coming segments, if you like this, we can move on to find out the cube roots of the irrational cubes, which are imperfect in their nature. For example, 2 cube is 8, whereas 16 is not a perfect cube. But we can find, which will make us to go 2.22s and more. This is where we have to think and how to use the Vedic principles. Therefore, to ease the process, let's look into the process of how to find the cube root to a perfect cube first. Afterwards, we are going to deal how to find the average related problems without going into the common, tedious, laborious methods of multiplication. And also we are going to witness how to find cubes, as we have witnessed finding the squares of the number closer to 100, finding the squares of number closer to 1000, and the numbers closer to 50. We are going to witness today how to find cubes of a number. Few months ago, one of my friends were asking me how to do this process. Seems we have been blindfolded into the dense bush. But the reality is, the path is in front of us, the straight path towards the glory of finding cubes of a number. This is what we are going to witness today. But before that, let's find the cube root of a perfect cube. I hope you all are ready with your notepads, and this is not going to be a one-way communication where I'm going to speak and you're going to listen, and I expect your response in return. The only quid pro quo of my show, A Look into a Book, is your response, nothing else. Especially in Vedic Maths episode, the more you respond, the more you will get its benefits. As you sow, so shall you reap, is what the truth in case of Vedic Maths that we are going to see today. Let's go. Very simple. Before delving into the procedure of finding cube roots, we have to keep few things in our memory. I would like to say here, mathematics is nothing but filling the gaps between the number and the space. Wherever there is a space, there will be a number in mathematics. You have to find the number by using whatever method that comes to you in handy. For that, we have learned various sorts of principles, systematic approaches coupled with formulae, but we neglected, or I can put it as we have forgotten, what has been given to us by our ancestors. This is just a tiny effort that we're going to do. Well, let's get back into the business. You must remember the effects of cube from 1 to 9. I repeat, you must remember the effects of cube from 1 to 9. You need not remember the value of cube. For instance, 1 cube 1, 2 cube 8, 3 cube 27, 4 cube 64. You need not remember these values. But you have to remember the unit digit. That is what the effect of the cubes. One cube always give 1. If you're multiplying 1 by infinite number of times, the end result is always 1. That we all know. Hence, let's move. Whenever you have 2 in the cube, the end result of that 2 cube is 8. Evaluate it. 2 cube, 8. 12 cube, 1728. Like that, the end result or the unit digit or the last digit, if the number has a last digit as 2, will always be 8. Let me try to be as precise as possible. If you multiply 2 thrice, or any number that has its last digit or unit digit as 2 thrice, the unit digit or the last digit of the answer will always be 8. Got it? You have to keep this in your mind. Let's move. 3. If you multiply 3 with its any numbers, for example, if you have the same what we have said for 2, if you multiply the number that has 3 as its unit digit thrice, the end result will always be the unit digit of 7. That's why 3 cubes are 27. You do it. 13 cube. What you will get? The unit digit will be 27. I'll teach you how to. I cannot say I teach you. Excuse me. I will tell you how to do 13 cube in a while. As of now, let's memorize this. If we have 2 cube or any number that has a 2 as its unit digit, and its cube will have 8 in its unit digit. Similarly, 3 will have 7. 4 will have 4. 5 will always have 5. Therefore, we need not bother. 6 will always have 6. 7. This is where the ecstasy begins. 7 will have 3 in their unit digit. If you don't believe me, do it. 7 square 49. 49 into 7 is what? 343. The unit digit is 3. So you must remember, if the number has a unit digit as 3, its cube, its answer as a cube, will have its unit digit as 7. Conversely, if the number has the unit digit called 7, will always have its cubic value with a unit digit 3. This is the vice versa that you have to keep in mind. Again, another ecstasy. 8. 8 8s are 64. 64 into 8, 512. What's the unit digit? It's 2. For 2 we had 8. For 8 we have 2. This is what the process, my friends. For 2 it's 8. For 3 it's 7. For 7 it's 3. And for 8 it's 2. If you remember this, that's it. Cube root is in your hand. And for 9, undoubtedly it's 9. So you need not worry about 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, as they will have their cube as they are. 1 will have 1, 4 will have 4, 5 will have 5, 6 will have 6, and 9 will have 9. Whereas 2, 3, 7 and 8 is where you have to be a little cautious. But if you practice, this will be like a cheese for you. 2 will have 8, 3 will have 7, 7 will have 3, 8 will have 2. Well, let's find out Open your notepad. If you have a calculator, keep it beside you. You can verify and tell me if I am wrong. What is the cube root of 21,962? How to do this? Only 2 steps you have to keep in mind. You always try to separate the digit as 3 digit in a pair. For example, here what we have, 21,962. Take 21 a pair and 962 a pair. Got it? The first pair should always have 3 digits. So first pair means you have to visualize at your right side 962. What we have said, friends, what would be the value of unit digit if it is a cube of a number? What is the unit digit here? 962. It's 2. Which number will have its cube? 2. It's very simple. 8. Don't think anymore. Have 8 in your right side of your mind. Let's move to 21. You have to find the number which is lesser than 21. That's a perfect cube. What is that? 8. What is the perfect cube? 2. Because 2 cube is what? 8. Write it at the left side of 8. The answer is 28. Verify me and let me know. 21,962. 28. Okay, let's do another one. It will be very good, very fancy. 1,57,462. Here we have no problem. We have 6 digits, 3 in pair, 157, 1 pair, and 462, another pair. Let's go to the right side. 462. What is the unit digit? 2. You can write 8 at the right side of your mind. And let's get back to 157, another friend. What is the number that's cube will be lesser than 157? For that, my dear friends, at least you must memorize the cubes of 1 to 9. We are going to know the reality in few moments. What is the value that has its cube value lesser than 157? Let's work it out. 327, far ahead. We can move further. 4, 64. Even we can move further. 5, 125. Okay, can be. Let's work it out with 6 so that we can come to a conclusion. Either it may be 5 or 6. What is the cube root of 6? What is the cube value of 6? 6 into 6, 36, and 36 into 6, 216. But it goes beyond 157. Hence, we got the answer, 5. Put it at the left side of 8. 58 is the value. 58 is the perfect cube of a perfect cube. 1,57,462. Let me clear one thing. Some of you may, or some of us may, think that what we are going to do by knowing these techniques, I make things clear. No exam will contain a question, I quote, find the perfect cube. Find the cube root of a number 1,57,462. But you will get like this. If A works thrice more as B, and whose timing is 1,57,462 minutes find out B's exact ratio or proportion of work. If x cube is equal to 1,57,462, then x will be 58. This is what the proportion of B's work when compared to A. This is where and this is how the techniques that we use will work. Otherwise, I guarantee you, either you cannot find the answer to the silly, simple question, or else you will end up digging your own grave by spending 5 to 10 minutes of your precious time in your exam venue. Hence, you have to remember these techniques and you have to apply by compiling the principles that are known to each and every area of mathematical applications. For example, we have problems related to time and distance, time and work, boats and streams, problems on trains. For everything, for all these four, you can use S into T is equal to D way of approach that we will deal in coming series. How we can manage a single principle will help you to cover 8 to 9 arenas of competitive exams, including alligation and mixture, alloys, age-related problems, ratio and proportion. Whatever we do, only one, the principle that similar to S into T is equal to D. That's what the gift of Vedic maths to us. Well, let's come back. I'll give you few seconds, for example, for instance, few minutes. Find and let me know. Skype me your answers. Skype ID is Radio Udaan, RADIOUDAAN, by following what we have seen here. What is the cube root of 29,791? I repeat, what is the cube root of 29,791? Skype me. The Skype ID is Radio Udaan, RADIOUDAAN. Stay tuned to Radio Udaan, a flight of life. This is a look into a book with Balanagendran. Today we are witnessing Vedic Maths episode 3.
कभी महक की तरह हम गुलों से उड़ते हैं, कभी धुएं की तरह पर्वतों से उड़ते हैं। ये कैचियां हमें उड़ने से खाक रोकेंगी कि हम परों से नहीं हौसलों से उड़ते हैं। जी हां दोस्तों, आप भी जुड़ जाइए हमारे साथ अपने ख्वाबों की उड़ान लिए, अपनी कल्पनाओं की उड़ान लिए, अपनी ख्वाहिशात की उड़ान लिए। लॉग ऑन कीजिए www.radioudan.com और चलिए हमारे साथ एक कभी न खत्म होने वाले सफर पर, जिसका नाम है रेडियो उड़ान।
The world that we live in is divided on nationalistic, racial, ethnic, and caste lines. These divisions create and promote disruptions for social harmony. Therefore, we seek to bring in inclusion through our show, Social Harmony, on every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. only on Radio Udaan.
A look into a book with Balanagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.
Welcome back, friends, and I congratulate Pinky for her phenomenal calculation. And thank you, Pinky, for your answer. You're absolutely right. So the answer is 91. And Pinky also said 91. Majestic. How it is? Let's have a pair. 791 and 29. We always know the unit digit is 1, hence the cube value should be, the unit digit of the cube root should be 1. Okay, 1 at the right side of our mind. Let's go to another friend, 29. Let's find out the lesser value of a number that has a cube value less than 29. 2 cube 8, 3, 27. So we can write 3 at the left side of 1. And the answer will be 91. Because when we have 3 and its square is 91, that if we multiply with 3, we'll have 27, which is lesser than 29. Well, friends, this is where we are going to work a bit. Remember this, in coming series we will deal with the cube roots of imperfect values. I repeat, cube roots of imperfect values. Let's find out now how to find cubes of a number. We can do 2 cubes are 8, 4 cubes are 64, 6 cubes are 216. But what we will do if we ask to find 1005 cube, we can do it in a fraction of a second. That's what I'm going to tell you now. Open your notepad and calculator if you have. Let's see, 12 cube. As we all know, 12 cubes, some of you may know the value of it. Let's work it with simple numbers so that we can go to the largest number that we have said, 1005 cube. What you have to do? You have to have or consider the base value. The base value is 10. The difference is 2. Multiply the difference twice and add with the given number. That is nothing but multiply 2 with 2 and add 4 to 12, which will give you 16. Keep this 16 in your mind. And this is where we are going to do a trick, which is nothing but multiply the twice multiplied number with the difference. I repeat, multiply the number twice that we have done with the difference. Here what we have, 6 as your difference, and 6 into 2, 12. I tell you how 6. The number that has been given is 12, for which you have to find the cube value, and the base value is 10. We have multiplied the difference between 12 and 10 by 2, hence we have got 12 plus 2 into 2 is 16. The difference between 16 and 10, the difference between the finally received value and the base value is 6. And the difference between the given number and the base value is 2. We should not forget of this. 6 into 2 is 12. You keep here beside 16, but that's not the answer. 1612 is not the answer. The final step is there. That's nothing but cube the unit digit. That is 2 in case of 12. 2 cubes are 8. Write it. But can we say 16,128 is the value? Absolutely not, because the double digit number will have its cube value as 4 digits, provided that its squares are beyond 4 digits. I repeat, the double digit numbers will have their cube values in 4 digits unless until the square value of the number is beyond 3 digits. You can try the numbers, the squares that we have learned with the cubes. Okay, here what we have to do. Finally, what we have got, 16 is the left side of our answer, 128 is the right side of our answer. We have taken 10 as a base value, hence there must be 2 digits at the right side and left side, as we need 4 digits. So what can we do? We can add 1 to 6, that is 7. So 1728 is the answer. Will work. Another one, we will get it.
आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो उड़ान, द फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ, वर्ल्ड्स नंबर 1 इंटरनेट रेडियो स्टेशन ऑफ इट्स ओन काइंड. सुनते रहिए और एंजॉय कीजिए रेडियो उड़ान.
सजन सावन में
सागर किनारे
समझे जी, अब ग से बोलिए.
अरे ग से गजब का रिजल्ट आ गया. अब हम ग से कट करते हैं और पी से पॉइंट लेते हैं रेडियो उड़ान अंताक्षरी में.
ब्रेक लेना है तो आप भी थोड़ा अंताक्षरी खेलिए ना जी.
अजी ब्रेक क्यों लेना है, पार्टिसिपेंट आने दो और हमारे साथ मौज मनाने दो. रेडियो उड़ान पर हर सैटरडे 9 से 10 रेडियो उड़ान अंताक्षरी डिफरेंट आरजे के साथ.
छीट के तोरे मन मत का सब चले गए चितागुड़ चितेंगे चितगुड़ केले कुछ काय.
A look into a book with Bala Nagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.
Well friends, Pinky was right in this as well. And the next is, let's see another simple sum, 11, as we might have been felt a little bit tedious in case of 12. Let's seek with 11 so that we can go directly to 1005. What is the base value? 10. Difference? 1. Multiply the 1 with 2, that's 2. Add with 11, 13. Got it? Again, 11, the given number. Base value is 10. Difference between 2 is 1, that is 11 minus 10. Multiplication of the difference with 2. This is a concept. We should not question why we have to multiply with 2. As I said, this is one of the innumerous methods to fill the space between the number and the space. So, multiply 1 with 2 and add with 11. We will get 13. Keep this as your left side. And what we have done, we have to multiply the received number with the difference and put it at the right side of the received answer. That is, what is the difference? 1. What is the final number that we have received? 13. Its unit digit is 3. So 3 into 1 is 3. Right? As of now we have got 133. This is not the answer. As we have said, if we find a cube value of double digit number, its value of cube will be in 4 digits, provided that the number square is more than 3 digits. I mean, it's not more than 3 digits. Hence, the final number of 11 is what? 1. 1 cube is 1. Right at the right side of 3. 1331. Do it, work it out, and tell me if I'm wrong. Now friends, we are going to deal with a larger number, 1005 cube. How to do? The base value is 1000. Very simple. The difference, 5. Then what is the step? Multiply the difference with 2 and add with the given number. So 5 into 2 is 10. Add it. 1015. That's it. You have got it. The left side of your answer. And multiply the difference with the received number. I mean, the received number from the base value is 15, and the difference from the given number and the base value is 5. Multiply 75. 15 into 5, 75. Put it at the right side. This is not the answer. Keep in mind. And another thing that we have to do, the last step, cube the final number. That is 5 cube. That is 125. What we have got here, 1015, 75, 125. Here the process doesn't end. We have to add the next digit to the carryover, as we have known that the right side of the value should be in 3 digits and the left side should be in 4 digits. This is what the principle that we have to know. How? That we will explain in the coming segment. In an easy way to know what could be the number of digits of the answer. So, do it. Tell me what is the answer for 1005 cube. Let's work it out. A simple number compared to 1005, the same, 105. Therefore, you can grab it and you can do the same to 1005. 1005 is your assignment, and 105 is what we are going to work as a simple number. Base value is 100, difference 5, multiply the difference with 2 and add with a given number. 5 into 2, 10, add with 105, 115. Keep this in your left side. This is not the answer. And again, multiply the difference between the received number and the base value by the difference. That is the question. It may sound confusing, so let me say as it is. multiply the difference between the received number and the base value is 15, as we have got 115 now and the base value is 100. So the difference is 15, and the difference between the base value and the question is 5, because we have to find the cube of 105. Hence 15 into 5 is 75. Write it next to 115. This is also not the answer. Keep in mind, 115, 75 is what we have got now. Final step is there. That is, cube the difference that we have found between the given question and the base value. That is, the difference between 105 and 100 is 5. 5 cube is 125. Write it at the right side of 75. 115, 75, 125. This is also not the answer. We have got the answer, but one simple process is left. We have found 115, 75, 125, 8 digits. But the number will have 7 digits, as we have crossed the 3-digit number and we are finding its cube. Don't forget, 100 square itself will have how many zeros? 4 zeros and 1 value. So 5. If you multiply, or if you find the square value of a 3-digit number, the answer will be in 5 digits. Then if you are finding the cube value of the 3-digit numbers, the answer will be in 7 digits. Verify me if I am wrong. 115, 75, 125. Here we have 8 digits. What the author says, the first 3 numbers, 115, should not change. The last 2 numbers, 25, should not change, as we are dealing with 5 as the unit digit. Hence 25 is necessary. Hence, let's add a useless friend that we have with us, that is 1, with another friend 5 that we have in 75. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now we have got 7 digits. 1157625. 1157625. 11 lakhs 57,625. $11 lakh 57,625 is the answer of a cube value 105. You can also use this number to find the cube root and tell me, are we getting 105? What is there? First, separate 2 digits. Sorry, 3 digits as a pair. Now we have 7 digits with us. 625, 157, and finally 1. Let it be as single. First, 625. Undoubtedly the unit digit is 5, so the value will be 5. Write it out. 157 we have got here. We have to find the value that is lesser than that. It will be 5. But here is what we have the tricks, our friend. Because the the left digit, the single digit that we have is 1. Hence, you have to multiply the value by 2. 5 into 2 is 10. Write it at the left side of 5. 105. 105 cube is equal to 1157625.
प्रतिभा की पहचान,
प्रज्ञा की मुस्कान,
सबलांगों का साथी, ये है रेडियो उड़ान।
रेडियो उड़ान के प्रोग्राम्स की जानकारी के लिए, शोज में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए, किसी भी शो को फीडबैक देने के लिए, आर्काइव रिक्वेस्ट करने के लिए, आरजे बनने के लिए और अपने फेवरेट आरजेस की प्रोफाइल्स पढ़ने के लिए लॉग ऑन करें www.radioudan.com, स्काइप आईडी रेडियो उड़ान, ईमेल mail@radioudan.com। रेडियो उड़ान, a flight of life।
Words, words, words. Let's sing in the ocean of words and explore its origin, meaning, usage, and many other known and unknown facts about it. Let's sail in the world of magical words and travel far with entertainment. To listen, Ocean of Words. Every Wednesday from 10 to 11 p.m. log on www.radioudan.com.
A look into a book with Balanagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.
Welcome back, friends. We have entered into the final segment of our today's treasure hunt. Hence, let's do some interesting work with percentage and averages. And we have many principles, as today I have explained 2 Upasutras of the 13th. And as of now, we have just finished 3 corollaries or aphorisms or formulae out of 16 and 2 Upasutras out of 13. Then you can imagine the book that has been given to us by Venkatrama Shastri by compilation from the Vedas. How beautiful it will be. Purchase it, read it, you will surely reap the reward in your life better than ever. Well, let's see how to find the average. If you know how to find the average, well, percentage is nothing, really nothing. Let's see how to find what the author says. It is not we are finding, we are saying what the author says. So let's find. It's very simple. Let's do with the common Western laborious and tedious method. A person scored 55% in aggregate of his exam containing 5 papers. If we take mathematics out of it, the average has gone down to 50. What is the mark that the person scored in mathematics? I repeat, a person A scored 55% as aggregate in 5 papers. If we take mathematics out of it, the percentage reduced to 50. Hence, kindly remember the percentage reduced to 50, not reduced by 50. There is a gigantic difference. Reduced to 50. What is the mark that person A scored in mathematics. How will we do in our laborious Western, coupled with we have learned in our schools? The procedure is multiply 55 with 5. What we have got? 275. Then multiply 50 with 4. 200. Then deduct 275 from 200. 75 is the answer. Absolutely tedious, time consuming, and it will make delirious. It will make you feel delirious if the numbers are heavy. Hence, very simple. Our author has given us very simple procedure. Nothing. Imagine when 5 papers are there, the percentage is 55. As soon as one paper is taken out, the percentage has been reduced to 50. That is nothing but 55 minus 5 is 5. 5 percentage value reduced. So you have that 5. And you have to consider, when mathematics is going down from the stream of 5 papers, it not only goes with its 5, it also takes the 4 people's 5. That's why the 4 papers aggregate contains 50. Got it? That's it. The problem solved. Game finished. Matter over. Nothing but multiply the difference, the 5 with 5, 25. And after after taking out mathematics, what is the percentage value? That is 50. Add with 50 and 25. 75, we got it. If we do it, another sum, we will come to know. Batsman scored 82% runs in his 10 innings. By taking out his last innings performance, his average run rate has gone down to 80. What is the runs that he has scored in his 10th innings? Very simple. You need not multiply 82 with 10, then 80 with 9, deduct the values. Very simple. You multiply 2 with 10. Don't forget, if you are multiplying the difference, you have to include the value that is going out as well. Here you should not multiply 2 with 9, but you have to multiply 2 with 10. Hence, 2 with 10 is nothing but 20. And what is the value as soon as the person leaves? 80. Add that 80 with this 20. 100 runs is scored by the person when he has left, or 100 runs has been scored by the person at his 10th last innings. Well, I hope the percentage related issue might have been solved. If you couldn't be able to recollect or remember, don't forget you can request archive. Type in your address bar www.radioudaan.com, radioudaan.com, and fill the form requesting the archive, and the file will be yours. You can listen and you can work it out. I will come according to your requests, according to your need. If you need this series, tell me. You can feedback me with the same web ID, radioudaan.com, radioudaan.com. You can also mail me your queries, your suggestions, and if you feel that I am wrong in my methodology, you can mail me bala@radioudaan.com, BALA@radioudaan.com. Now it's time for me to leave and to sit and watch The Galaxy of Sports by Swati Saxena. Let's listen what she is going to give for us in her beautiful performance. Let's listen Sports Galaxy with Swati Saxena, and I'll meet you all next week sharp 9 to 10 p.m. Tuesday. in your treasure hunt show, a look into a book, an excavation for eternal bliss. Don't forget, Vedic Maths, a book. It's not a mere paperback, but a treasure, a legacy of our Indian historic creations. Take care of yourself if possible, take care of others. Stay safe, keep listening Radio Udaan. Good night, buenas noches, vanakkam.
A look into a book with Bala Nagendran, an excavation for eternal bliss.